Hello, welcome back to the Friday channel. Paige here from the social media team, and today I'm going to be showing you how to use fold over elastic on our brand new Twin Lakes two-piece pattern. Fold over elastic is a great method for sewing lingerie, and I want to show you how to sew it onto our Twin Lakes two-piece today. If you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and let's get started. For the strap loop, it's a really simple process of folding the elastic in half with the shiny side facing out and then zigzagging across the edge of it, and then sew and baste onto your back piece as per the instructions. You want to cut your fold over elastic to the same size as the pattern pieces for your finishing bands. So take your fold over elastic, line it up against the top front finishing band, and then cut it to the same length as that piece. Depending on the stretchiness of your elastic, you might want to make it ever so slightly smaller, but this is a good reference guide to follow when cutting your pieces. Most lingerie elastic has two sides, a shiny side and a more matte side. I wanted the shiny side to be facing the front, so that's why I chose it. Also, for future reference, don't cut a little notch in the elastic like I did, it's not needed. So place your fold over elastic on the wrong side of your top front and stitch across onto the wrong side with the shiny side of the band facing up. Turn it around to the right side and you're going to trim away the excess seam from that stitch. I used a long straight stitch as well for reference, and this can be removed later on, but as mine wasn't showing later on, I just kept it in there. So you fold over the elastic to the right side, and then you're going to do a zigzag stitch on top on the edge of that piece of elastic, and it will end up looking something like this. So the zigzag stitch that I used was just a standard 2.5 length and 1.5 or 2 width. Similar process with the strap, so you want to take your strap piece, cut out the elastic to this, the length of the strap pattern piece, and then mark on where your notches are with a removable pen. Here's a quick look at the process of putting the elastic onto the body once it was sewn together. So I've got my piece of elastic, and then I've just found the central point which matches up with the center point of the back, and with the shiny side facing up, so the right side that I want exposed on the right side at the end, I have that facing up on the wrong side of the top. And you're going to pin this all the way around. You want there to be obviously a slight little bit of give in the elastic as you're sewing. For reference, I held up the piece of the pattern, and using a removable pen, I placed a mark on the piece of elastic where my knot should be, and then I used that as a reference for where to pin that piece of elastic onto the side seam. You're going to stitch a straight stitch, a long straight stitch, not a gathering stitch, but sort of like 3 to 4 in length, all the way around. I did this just below the center fold of the elastic, but you can do it about 1 centimeter, as if it was, your seam allowance. So once that's stitched in place like so, you can see I've kind of stitched it below the center fold of the elastic. I'm then going to trim away the excess fabric from the seam. So you want to do this by half, but making sure that it's below the center fold of the elastic. Because the fold over elastic is going to be folded over to the right side, encasing the seam within it, you just want to make sure that it's lower than that fold. Then you can fold your elastic over to the right side, and starting from the top of the strap, make sure that that center is encased as well. You want to fold from the right side on your machine and zigzag over the edge of the elastic. You then do the straps in the same way as you do the strap loops, by just zigzagging on the edge of them folded. And then repeat the process with your top, front and lower bands, front and back. I just matched up the centre back seam that I'd stitched with the elastic to the notch of the back, and then I put a pin in the side piece where the pattern would match up to it, if that makes sense. So you can see me doing it here. I just cut the piece of elastic to fit the front and back finishing bands, and then I'm just putting reference points in with pins. Obviously you can do this with a removable pen as well. I'm not sure why, but I did find that the elastic ended up being too big, so I had to unpick this and redo it. So it might be worth removing about an inch or two from the width of your pattern pieces, just because the elastic's a lot stretchier. But same process, I just folded it to the right side and then did my zigzag stitch on the edge of the elastic. Here is the finished set. I'm so happy with it. It was so easy to do. I think it's a lot easier than it probably looks, and it's just another way to make this pattern suit your needs. So if you're making it the Twin Lakes two-piece as a lingerie set, then this is a lovely method in case you don't want to do the finishing bands. And it looks super cute. I hope you like it, and I hope this video helped. We'll also have a blog post that I'll link below if you prefer to read the instructions that way. Thank you so much for watching. If there's other methods that you would like to see, let us know in the comments, and I'll leave the pattern linked in the description box for you. See you next time. Bye!